Okay, let's look at an example which involves analyzing data using box and whisker plots. It says two mathematics classes A and B are in competition to see which class performed best in the June exam, or you could say performed better in the June exam. The marks of the learners in class A are given below, and a box and whisker diagram for class B is also given below. Both classes have 25 learners and the marks are given in percentages, and you'll notice that it's an exact exam question off a past paper. Now the marks of the learners in class A, there's all your scores of 25 kids, and we're going to have to determine the 5-number summary and probably a box and whisker. Here's your box and whisker plot for class B, and what we want to do is we want to write down the 5-number summary for class A, draw a box and whisker diagram for class A, and then determine which class performed better in the June exam and give reasons. Well, let's have a look at the class A and let's get the 5-number summary. Well, firstly, because there's 25 scores or marks, then the median is definitely part of the set, and that will be round about the 13th score. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is the median, because to the left of it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 scores, and to the right of it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the median divides the set into two equal parts. The marks are organized from smallest to biggest, so that's cool. So we've got our median there. Okay. Now, the other thing is the lower quartile. Okay, what would that be? Well, now we've got 12 scores on the left, 12 on the right, and one median, which is 25. So there's 12 scores on the right. So we have to get the lower quarter, we have to get the middle two. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if you take those two, the 6th and the 7th, then if you get the average of those two, you can then insert into there. You can insert a lower quartile there. Okay, so it's an insertion there. And likewise as well, if you take the upper part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you average those two middle ones, okay, then you'll be able to get an insertion there for the upper quartile. Okay, well, let's write down all this information. This is the minimum, that's the maximum there, so that's great. So let's write down our 5-number summary over here. We've got A, the minimum is 9, the maximum is going to be 92. Let's just check that. Again, 92 and 9. Then your lower quartile is the average between 23 and 33. So let's see. So the lower quartile is the average between 23 plus 33 divided by 2. And if we look at that, 23 plus 33 divided by 2 is 28. Okay, then what is your second quartile or your median? I think it was 55. That was already there. Great, we sorted with the median. The upper quartile is the average between 75 and 75. There's no problem there. The third quartile or the upper quartile is 75 plus 75 divided by 2, which of course is 75. So there's our 5-number summary, which we can of course represent on a box and whisker. So let's have a look at that. Well, if we take that, if we take for class A here, the minimum is 9, the maximum is 92, which is a bit more than the 90 there. Then we've got 28 here for the lower quartile, 55 for the median, and 75 for the upper quartile. There's all our information: 9 and 92, 28, 55 and 75. Okay, now if we look at this, number C says compare the box and whiskers. Here's A and here's class B. Well, what do we know? Let's fill in for A. Our minimum is and our maximum. There we go. In the lower quartile, 28, 55 for the median, and 75 for your upper quartile there. Then let's look at B. The minimum for B is 10. The lower quartile is 30. The upper quartile 70. The median is 60, and the maximum is 90. Okay, now let's compare these and see which class did better. Well, if you think about what is the median, if you look at this, the median for class A. So if you look at the median for A, it's actually 55. What is the median for class B? Is actually 60, which means that if you take class B, more than half the kids got a mark above 60, whereas for class A, more than half got a mark above 55. So you can see class B, if you take the halfway mark, most kids are above, or half the kids are above 60, which is pretty good. Notice with A, your highest mark is 92, and your lowest mark's 9, whereas for B, you get a mark of 90, and then the lowest 10. So overall, I would say because the median of B, this median is bigger than that, it means more kids are doing better. So I would say class B is the winner of the competition. But of course, there might be other arguments as well. But you've just got to be able to compare, and it's always good to use the median as a basis to compare results. So I'd say class B was the star class at this stage. You could obviously go and get the average as well. If you want to go and get the average, if you had all the scores, you can do it for A, not so much for B. But if you could, you can compare averages as well.